Alright, Emo Masaki here. Continuing Katawa Shoujo. Act right control. Okay. There's a there's a there's a weird ritual. The the head cardiologist has. He takes time sorting papers and then set them aside as if as if to make a point of the pointlessness of what he just did. Then he casually sits down and it sits down at the edge of the bed of mine and looks at me in the eyes for a minute. Hello, hisao. How are you today? I didn't answer him, but I smiled a little back at him. I don't believe that you can go home. Your heart is strong now. I believe that you can go home. Your heart is strong now. With some precautions, you should be fine. We have medication sorted out. I give your father the prescription. The doctor handed a sheet to my dad. Though those expressions wooden turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. Take it from his hand. I take it from his hand and took a look myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? The obscured long list of medications staring back at me from the paper seems insurable, mountable. They blend together in a sea of letters. This is insane. Aside effects, advert effects of contract, dedication, and dosage are listed line after line of cold precision. I'm hoping that's what it is. I try to read them, but it's futile. It's so futile. I can't understand any of it. I attempt to only make me feel sicker. Makes me feel sicker. All of this for the rest of my life, every day. I am afraid that's the best we can do at this point. However, the medications are being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see the list fade over years. Years. What kind of confidence booster is that? I'd have better. I'd have felt better if he hadn't said anything at all. Also, I've spoken with your parents, and they believe that it would be best if you return to your old school. If you don't return to your old school. What? Please calm down. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down? This way he says they're telling me he knew full well that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Whatever my concern showed it ignored. We all understand that your education is paramount. Paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least until we sure that your medications are suitable. So I spoke to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Ayamaku academy that specialized with dealing with disabled students. Disabled, am I? It has 24-hour nursing staff, and it's only a few minutes from highly regarded general hospital. The majority of the students live on the campus. Think of it as a boarding school, sort of. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. Independence is a school for disabled kids. Don't even try to disguise that fact. Email source. Had to put that in two parts. If it's real that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital be nearby a selling point. Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't able to homeschool you. We went out there. We went out there and had a look at a couple of weeks back. Had a look a couple of weeks back. I think you like it. It looks like I really don't have a choice. Compared to the other heart problems, other heart problems, people with your condition usually attend to live a long lives. You'll need a job, a one-day job, a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't even call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity. Well, you should be excited of your chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school a while. It was not the same one. A special school that's an insult. That's what I want to say. Is a step down. It's not what you think. All the students are pretty active in their own sort of way. That's not funny. That makes it sound even better. It's just insulting them still. Anyway, it's geared towards students that still get around and learn, but just a little need of help in one way or another. Your father's right, and many of the graduates of the school has gone on to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of the colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by a disability. That's a disability. That's what a disability is. I don't really hate something so important was decided for me, but what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny. I had always thought of my life. My life was actually kind of boring, but I miss it. But now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock and figurage. I could easily yell out something now, something about how I can go back to my school anyway, but no. I don't say anything. In fact, the fact is, I know that it's futile. I look around the room feeling tired of all this. The hospital, the doctors, my condition, everything. I don't know. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice. I know this, but I thought of going to be to be a disabled school. What are those even like? As much as I try to spend on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a thing. That is all I can think of. Get me through this. At least I still have something, even if a special school is it's something. A fresh start of my life isn't over. It's it would be a mistake to just resign myself to think that. I think at least I'll try to see what my life will look like. Guess it's time to hit that. Oh, wait, chapter start. Oh, Act 1, Life Expectations. Or, you know, y'all can read for yourselves. The gate looked far too pompous for what it is. In fact, the gate generally seems to do that, but one especially so. A red brick with Watts iron, black Watts iron, gray plaster assembled into a hole that didn't feel welcoming at all. Such a downer. I wonder if I looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with a brisk pace. I'm alone as my parents taking my stuff to my dorm. There's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. It doesn't seem like the kind of grounds a school would more like a park with a clean walkway going past the trees and a smell fresh cut grass. All other parks like things. The word clean and hygienic popped into my head, making me shudder. I shake them off. Did I say shudder? Yeah, shudder. Stay open-minded now. It's a new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A big building looms behind the leafy canopy. Too big. Too big and too many of just a school. Everything everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley. Even though I could I could even oh, even though I was told this is my new school, in the back of my head it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or cause of the expectations of my school, of a school for the disabled. Both. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. Kind of eerie. It makes me wish that somebody's here so I could anchor myself to tangible instead of having this feeling that I'm stepping into another dimension. These trees hum with the wind, and the green hues flash all around me catch my attention. It makes me think about hospital again, how they say that the operating room are painted green because green is a calm color. I don't agree with that. I think blue's more of a calm color, but oh well. So why am I feeling so obnoxious despite all the greenery? Only after I stand in front of the Hoffley main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance of turning back. Even if I had no life I could return to. But after entering, there's absolutely no way I could turn back anymore. I'm feeling nervous, and the realization set in my head. I open the front door. A tall man with a bad posture noticed me as I entered. We were only we're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. You must be not need. You must be need not Ninaki Nakai. So so you're excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Muto. Mutuo. Welcome. We exchange handshakes that is neither firm or sloppy. And he looked at his watch. The head nurse asked you for a brief checkup visit before, but there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes. Afternoon is probably fine. We would get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Waiting for me? I don't really like being in the center of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in this situation like this. how somehow not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this is I almost missed what the teacher was saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? Yeah, of course. Yeah, sure. I mean, isn't it that normal? Of course, but everyone likes to be at the center of attention. I probably the ones I should. Oh, yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter now. I don't, but I guess I should be the one who gives the first impression myself. Right, but it's no problem. Let's go then. My heart's pounding in my chest. It keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third floor, the third door down, the third floor condo is marked for the class 3-3. Muto opened the door and enters. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. I hesitate for a split second at the door and freezing on the spot. Get a grip. This is a big step. I know that, but there isn't any point of worrying so much about it. At least, not this soon. I followed the teacher into the class. Looked around at the particularly I won't have to meet the curiosity gaze of my new classmates. Okay, can anybody see this? Can anybody see this? Put in the comments that y'all can see this right now. I'm not gonna point it out, but there's awkwardly someone that looks very familiar, not saying the name or telling y'all. I want y'all to figure out yourselves. It's pretty spacious. And, hold on, come to think about it. How do I... X? No. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high and there's a lot of space left over in between the desks. Desks. Let's see if I can figure out how to get this. I'm trying to figure out how to get this. Oh wait, I didn't mean to pause it. Oh wait, show image. Get out the way. Screenshot. Take 2 just to be safe. Alright, I can continue now. Let's save too. Create a new save. I don't want to be too do anything I want to fuck up in. You know, I'm probably gonna continue right off the bat. I like this recorder, and y'all might have to stick with me, cause I mean the words up on the top of the screen might be bothersome, but y'all had to please work with me with this until I can get the money to buy it, cause this thing is awesome. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. So, Emo Misaki out.